Howdy folks, Dalton, and welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020, and we're about 42% done with the Alpine world of Switzerland bush trip, according to the bush trip page. This is the third video of this little series, so I assume you know what's going on. But before we jump into it, the preview shows our next leg is going to land in the snow, but that's only if there's snow in real life, because I have real world or real life weather turned on. So if there's snow in real world, there'll be snow in the sim. I'm excited. Let's see what happens. But first we need to leave here and fly that way. So just looking around, see where we left off. It has been a couple days since we've flown. So let's get our bearings. No pun intended. We flew in from that way, I think. Let's look at the runway numbers. I can't really tell what they are. 25 maybe, 70, yeah, so we flew in from that way. And we're going to keep going that way and look at the mountains. So, let's get this started up, because we can. Let's just push everything on right now. And there you go. Cool, alright. While GPS is calibrating, let's read about what's going on. So, we're going to take off. Lift off from the airport, begin climbing. Due to the high elevations, ascend to 14,000 feet, which we're not going to do, and I'll explain once we get our map up here. Due to the constricted topography of the region, circling above the Rhone while climbing is a preferred way to gain elevation. After gaining altitude, fly up the Rhone to the village of Tutman and the decommissioned military airfield. Okay, again, we'll talk about that in a moment once that comes up. After there, gain a visual on the Mitt Valley to the north, through which the Lanza River flows. Turn north and follow the valley, which soon changes direction to northeast. Avoid flying through the clouds to prevent icing. Yes, there's not icing in this aircraft. At least I never found it. A couple legs ago we were looking for it. I never found it. So, if the clouds are too much, we'll just have to turn them off. Because sometimes you can't fly or around the clouds. There's too many. We'll have to see. We just have to keep an eye on our OAT, outside air temperature. Follow the glacier, 13,000 feet, third highest mountain in the Alps, the Bernese Alps. Formed a striking group of three called the Triumvirate. Okay. After that, we're going to look for the observatory, which we may not see because of the route we're taking. In a visual, 13,000 feet. Well, okay, let me talk about okay, this was my original plan. But instead of doing all this, was just to fly straight down the valley. Because I believe that's our airport here. Yeah, PU, yeah. So I was just going to fly through this valley, like this. But there's some stuff up here that's interesting to see, so maybe we will fly up there. So what do we need to be at, like 14,000 feet or so at least? 15,000 even. Sometimes these numbers and the sim numbers are a little off, so it'd be like fly 14,000 feet to clear the mountain while you run into the side of it when you get there in the sim. So maybe we will climb and check this stuff out, because I thought it was just going to be like look at the mountain peak, and then you could fly this way and still look at the mountain peak, but there's stuff up there. So yeah, we are going to do a change of plan. Okay, that's cool. I guess we could read more about the observatory built on the Sphinx, a peak situated 11,000 feet, one of the highest in the world. And then from there, turn sharply to the southeast and soar over the glacier. Yeah, see, we want to see these glaciers too, as well as the observatory. Town on the river, okay. One of the most beautiful mountain regions on the planet, was recognized as a World Heritage Site by the United Nations for its view of the protected area. Okay, so yes, there is stuff to see. Okay. And then the airport, which is right over here. So we'll fly up 14,000 feet, come down, circle down, land. So it's going to take us more than 25 minutes to fly this because of all the stuff we got to do. I'm not complaining, I'm just saying it's going to take more than 25 minutes to fly. So let's just leave the way we came in, or opposites. We're going to just turn around and then do a midfield departure, because we can. So here we go, parking brake off. Hopefully we can make this turn and not hit that wall. Plenty of space. Alrighty, so I mean we could set up autopilot, I guess. But we're going to be doing a lot of hand flying because of the mountains and climbing and everything, you know what I mean? So I'm not even going to touch my autopilot right now. If we hand fly a leg, that means it's a longer video because I talk more, because I talk about what I'm doing instead of just setting it and forgetting it. So we'll have to see here. Plus GPS, the flight plan is messed up anyway, so I'd have to go on a flight plan and fix that. So if we do end up heading, or whoa, what the wind? If we do end up using autopilot, it'll just be for heading bug and altitude. Alrighty, brakes to stop the wheels. Flaps coming up, and where are we going here? My airplane's not on there. Oh, because I'm all messed up. There we go. That makes more sense. Alright, whoa. Let's gain control of our aircraft, please. Speed and direction. Good grief. Alright, we're going to fly along here for a little bit. Wants us to climb to 14,000 feet by corkscrewing? We have plenty of space. Whoa. The trim is all messed up, though. We have plenty of space to climb. I don't think I need to corkscrew anything. So, best rate of climb? Well, there's Y and there's X. One is best rate of climb, one is best angle of climb. Let's do Y. So you see Y right there? We're going to hit trim, whoop, so that we just about touch Y. Come on. There we go. I'm messing with the trim to do that. So I don't have to have my hands on it at all. Just trim. Trim back a little bit more. There we go. Very beautiful. Look at that town down there. Alright, so we're just going to follow the path manually for now. Well, I mean, I guess I could use autopilot just so we can sightsee a little bit. So let me get that set up. You can see it on your screen even though I'm doing this on my multi-panel on my desk, which you can't see. So we'll put in 14,000 feet, just see what happens. There's 12, 13, and 14. Vertical speed, well, let's do heading bug. First, whoops. Heading bug, there we go. Dribble it to the left. And vertical speed. Yeah, we'll keep a constant 1,700 feet per minute or so. 1,600, I'm going to say just about Y. There we go. So I'm going to use heading bug and vertical speed on my multi-panel as I go. As we climb. And we do not need to corkscrew. I don't think. Alrighty, I'm gonna try to sneak in some sightseeing while I manage all this. Ooh dear, we're getting too slow, so bring vertical speed down a little bit. I might have to adjust mixture too, just depends on this plane and how it's programmed in the sim. Normally around 5,000 feet you want to start messing with mixture, but we're still in the red in RPMs and power, so we're good. Oh, I need to fill up my airplane, I bet. What do we got for fuel? Oh dear, let's change tanks to the other one. There we go. Then we'll be good for a while. Yeah, we've still got tons of power, so I'm not worried about mixture yet. I'll play with it if I need to. And I'm going to keep an eye on our speed, our climb, our direction, and I'll give you some sightseeing. I think I'm going to try. Time to make some adjustments. Let's turn on vertical speed a little bit. We're getting kind of slow, and let's bring back mixture, see if anything happens. It does go up a little bit, but we're still in the red though in RPM, so I really don't need to mess with anything there. Yeah, I put it back in, it does drop. Okay, so let's bring it back a little bit. Let's hit that red, because why not? Yep, gallons per hour increasing, and gallons dropped. There we go. So let's stay, whoop, there we go. Okay, cool. So I did bring it back a little bit. 10,000 feet, keeping an eye on our speed, and I have the heading a little different because it's tracking into the mountains. I didn't like it, so. Anywho, let's turn our heading back now a little bit to the right, just a little bit. Wind is blowing us at a good clip. And I can't remember what we're looking at first. It's a town, right? Yeah, it's a town, Air Force Base, and then everything else is glaciers and observatories and a mountain town up here. So there you go. We've been flying for 12 minutes already. So that says we should be halfway done, and we're just getting started. See, told you it's gonna take us longer. Alrighty, how we doing? We're getting there. There are lots of clouds, and we will ice up because we're at -11 Celsius. So we want to check out the sites and the observatory and the glaciers while avoiding clouds. So these clouds right now tell us don't go there. Stick with plan A and stay in the valley and land right there at our airport. Plan B is let's look at the stuff because it looks cool. But the clouds are going to get in the way, so that's a problem. Because the clouds are right where we want to be. Well, we'll just have to see how it goes, I guess. There's 12,000 feet. We're almost there. Bring back mixture a little bit more. And we just get a drop. So let's keep it where it was. Okay. I don't know. Let's look at the town below us. So the Air Force Base that we're supposed to be looking at, which is right here. And then everything else is right around this corner, but there are clouds around that corner. See what I'm saying? So we'll have to see, because the observatory I think is on the other side of that mountain. So we want to go to the other side of the mountain if we can. But there's icing concerns. So I don't know. We'll see how this goes. I love how you can see how the mountains form. The thing's getting pushed up at an angle because you can see all the different layers of sediment that have become a rock. I love stuff like that. And there's Air Force Base. This train turbulence is something else, isn't it? But I love it. Oh man, here we go. We're gonna ice up. So I think we need to change weather. We have to. We don't have a choice. So there, we'll do a few clouds that are now below us. And then we'll just dodge them when we descend. So I don't really enjoy having to turn off real weather, but we talked about it. The stuff we want to see is in the clouds, and it was negative like 20 at that point Celsius, and we can't go into clouds like that. So how are we supposed to see the stuff we came here for if we can't go into the clouds and look at it? So that's why. Maybe the next leg we'll turn live weather back on. We'll see. But for right now, we had to turn it off. I did add a few clouds though. But we will ice up, so we gotta be careful. Anywho, we're coming up on the next two things, the glacier and the observatory. And no snow though. Even with real live weather turned on, there wasn't snow anyway, so we're not missing anything with that in that regard. Alright, we're at 14,000 feet, and I only had to bring mixture back a little bit. Okay, whoops. There we go. I bumped it and it like reset itself or something. And there we go. It's about halfway back. So auto mixture is not turned on these push strips. It's like hard mode where you have to do everything yourself. So if you don't know how to do very high, well, for this airplane, very high altitude flying, you need to do a little bit of research before you fly. Okie dokie. Whoops, I'm mostly worried about avoiding these clouds that are up here in front of us. Should be able to do it pretty easily, but I don't want to miss stuff either. Yeah, so we're at 14,000 feet. It said the peaks are like 13,600, but we're definitely lower than that, and we're lower than that. So, yeah. And then 2,000 feet below us will be the observatory. So that's going to be interesting. So how do we want to avoid these clouds? Do you want to go to the left or to the right? If we go to the right, we'll miss stuff. So maybe we want to go to the left and just add to our trip a little bit. So let's go left, go around these clouds to avoid icing. And yeah, -1 Celsius. We'll see how it goes. I mean, I could always just turn the clouds off, but that's no fun. Alrighty, I want to zoom this in so I have a precise idea of what we're looking for. I think we're looking over here. That's one reason why I went left of the clouds instead of right of the clouds. See, that would have iced us up. See? I mean, this is probably half mile or a mile away, but it feels like it's right there. We can reach out and touch it. But it's really... no, it's more than that. It's like... let's see, that's before... yeah, it's like 1.5 miles away. Yeah, I was right. Yeah, that's like a mile away. Doesn't feel like it, though. Not at all. Alrighty, I want to be in the cockpit for immersion, but it's also really cool just to look around outside. There's a glacier, by the way. Obviously. Don't want to miss that. That's one of the things we came up here for. And then we're going to go around this mountain. The observatory must be around here somewhere. I'm hoping we can see it from the cockpit. That's kind of why I put us over here also. So the observatory is what? The observatory is 27, which is 26. So it's 26. This is where you see the trio of mountains. So can we get a little closer to them? I mean, we're about 2 miles away left to right from that one. So let's get a little bit closer because we can while avoiding clouds. So I'm trying to set up some sightseeing shots and I can't. So let's just look together at everything. I'm trying to get the perfect view, but I can't. There's just too much to decide on. So we're just going to go like this around the mountain. Look at all those peaks. Just peak after peak after peak. Because when you are looking at Mount Everest, for example, there are a few substantial peaks. But here, like, look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. More back there, 18, 19, 20. Look at all these peaks around here. Another glacier. That's the glacier we're supposed to be looking at based on the nav log. So let's look at that glacier. And then we'll look for this observatory, which will be below us. So hopefully we can see it. Oops. Oh, that's my view. There we go. Yeah, just off the wing. So maybe it's too low to see here because it is like 2,000 to 3,000 feet below us. Well, let's see if we can spot it from the airplane. Might have to jump outside because it's right off the wing right about now. So actually we're going to be turning. Well, I'm not turning yet. I'm going to wait till we get around this mountain before we turn. Oh, over speed. No. Goodness, no. Yeah, I don't see it. Do you see it outside this wing? That's not it there, is it? Oh, there it is. Yeah, okay, cool. So that's like 2,000 feet below us? No. I guess it could be. That's not cool. There we go. Looking at the glaciers too. That's crazy. Imagine how big this looks behind it. This looks gigantic. Alright, so here we go. Let's turn safely. Safely turn around the mountains. That's a little too soon yet. And then we're going to go down to the city down here. And then our Airport. So that's the thing, right? I said this in the beginning. The sim said to climb 14,000 feet to get through all this. But clearly 14,000 feet is not enough. We need another 1,500 feet at least to get over all this. Even though it told us 14,000. You know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, we can probably sneak through here. But then what? You know? So I'd rather come down through here. See how it's purple here, or like dark brown. I want to go through this light brown and then come back. See that light brown? That's where we're gonna go. So yeah, this is a mess in a good way, but you gotta know what you're doing because we're really high. The air is really thin. The airplane doesn't have enough power to do the same things as it would 10,000 feet lower than this. And the sim numbers are wrong, like always. Even if we did turn sooner, there's no way we would have gotten through this dark brown right here at 14,000 feet. Like I said, we need to be at least 16,000 feet. At least. To clear that. So, what are we going to do? We are going to... Ooh, can we make this turn if we do my other plan? Yeah, we could have gone through there. We can still do it. But... let's try to clear this. This is going to be tight and not recommended if this were real life. We're way too close to the train to come through here, but that's what we're going to do. Yep, I'm going to try to make our way back either through here or through here. If we come down through here, we can start descending and make a really sharp turn. Anyway, this is what makes some videos longer because I'm talking through all this with you. So you have to sit with me for all of it. Anyway, let's enjoy that super crisp rendering. Wow. That's crazy. Or we could have gone up there, but then we'd be backtracking a ton. Yeah. Yeah, because that's way up here. Never mind, we don't want to do that. So let's see how this goes. There's a train turbulence because we're really close to this mountain below us. I mean... maybe we're 1,000 feet above that. Yeah, maybe we are, but I don't want to get any closer. So yeah, we'll go down here, follow this glacier down here. Let's follow the glacier down. Then we'll start descending as soon as we can. Because we don't need to be up this high once we get through here. I might start flying manually though. But then we can't look around if I start flying it manually. Anyway, there are your peaks. Let's start bringing us down. I'm going to go all the way down to 3,000 on the autopilot. Do I need to use heading bug here and turn this a little bit? I think I do. Yeah, just a little, yeah. Because we're going to follow that glacier, remember? The glacier's over there now. Okay, so we're all the way down to 3,000 on autopilot. Do-do-do-do-do. And then what I'm going to do is just controller descent with vertical speed, right? Vertical speed, let's go down 1,600 feet per minute right now. See, we want to get down here. We're going to go this... is that really overspeed already? It's predicting overspeed. No. How's that overspeed? What? How? Let's bring this up. What? Okay, that was weird. Not sure what the problem was there, but okay. Anyway, back to heading bug now. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to control our descent with autopilot. Our vertical speed, I mean. So I have it set to 3,000 feet, but we're not going straight down to 3,000 feet. We're going to just kind of work our way down. We'll do, what am I at? 1,300 feet per minute down now, because anytime more than that, it started screaming at me. So I'm not sure why, but anywho, let's get a few more views out of these mountains, because our heading is set almost. Let's go a little bit to the right. Heading is set. Descent is set. Throttles are all the way back, almost. And we'll put mixture back in a minute. But here we go. Let's enjoy these views for a minute while we can. Yeah, I wish we could descend faster, but it did not like that for some reason. Anyway, look at that. Mountain flying, it's, if you're new to flight sim, mountain flying is really scary and dangerous and you will crash. But if you've done it enough like I have, it's just flying through the mountains. You do have to be careful out of stuff though. Look at that beautiful glacier. Alright, this 25 minutes, like we're already at 40, no, what are we at flying? 35 minutes of flying. And the leg was supposed to be 25. So we're already 10 minutes over because of that climb. But that's okay. Oh no, let's not ice up. Oh good, we're above, 6 degrees above, so we will not ice up. Good. Alright, why can't I descend more than this? Vertical speed. Can I descend more? Bring back throttles, let's see what happens. If I go 2,300 feet per minute, that should be okay. And then we'll look at the town here soon and then make a sharp left to land at PU. Yeah, no, that's fine. It's accepting it now without screaming at us. Okay, there we go. So there's our town we're supposed to look at. Where? Right, hang on. We're supposed to go that way, right? This is the town we're supposed to look at. This one right here. And we'll turn left. So, there you go. Okay, time to turn left. A sharp left while we descend. We will have to corkscrew down. There's no way we're going to get down that fast because we're gaining speed. So we'll have to slip it maybe. Corkscrew. That is cool looking. Too bad we don't have to land up there. That would be fun. We've had lots of bush trips like that where all your airports are like this. You got to find them on these little plateaus. That's really fun. There's your airport right there. I doubt we're going to get low enough in time. We might. If the wind doesn't change, well, a little tailwind doesn't matter because weather is off for the most part. Oh yeah, we might make this. What do you think? We might make this. Wait, which one's the runway? That or that? Wait a second. It's the first one. Has to be the first one. Gosh, we might make this. Okay, let me get comfortable. Ouch. My back is killing me from something else. Alright, let's see here. Turn everything off in autopilot. Fix the trim. And we're going to slip this thing in. What is that other thing? Oh, it's just a road. It's a river. Okay, never mind. So that is your airport. And we're going to slip it. So we're going to do right rudder, left aileron. What will happen now, if you watch our speed, will come way down fast. I mean, our altitude will come down fast, and our speed will also drop a little and or stay the same. So this is how I can descend very quickly. And in fact, somehow on my reels on Facebook, I'm starting to get videos of people doing really insane slips onto runways. I don't know how my algorithm picked that up. But it is. I've been watching people do these crazy slips. It's really cool though. It's a lot more dramatic than I make it in the sim, that's for sure. Let's do the other way here. So we'll do left rudder, right aileron down. Whoa, there we go. Rudders in the sim are always more sensitive than real life. Real life pilots say no matter how you configure your rudder pedals in the sim, they're always way too sensitive. So anyway, long leg. Holy cow, it's going to be 12 minutes longer than they said, and they talked through most of it, which makes a long video, but hey, that's just the way it is sometimes. There was a lot to talk about. First set of flaps, and let's talk about these trees at the end of the runway. Good thing it's a long runway and we don't need the whole thing. Second set of flaps. We will do the next leg of this video, so stay tuned. So we have lots of video left. Not lots, but some. Okay, full flap. Keep an eye on that speed because it's getting kind of low. Also perspective, when I see people look out their windows in real life airplanes, they seem to be sitting much higher than this, which I think would make it way easier. But this is just how we've always done it. I'm lined up with the headrests, so if our head touched the headrest, this is what we would see. And yes, I'm keeping the runway out of view, but that's because there are trees down there and I don't want to smack into the trees. See those trees? See? So that's why we're doing it like this. This is a nasty high approach, but trees will cause you to crash, and you have to redo the last bit of the leg. Alright, I think we're over the runway now. Those trees, okay, they just disappeared. let's get back over the runway because those dang trees. We're cutting it in half, but that's okay. We got plenty of space. Soften out. And there you go. Boom. Let's try to get in the middle. Thousands of landings. I think only 3 landings have been in the middle. But that's fine. Alright, here we go. Let's stop this thing. Set the parking brake. Turn it off and get credit for this leg. I think. Do we get credit? We do. Alright, here we go. Leg 5, right? Yeah, leg 5 coming right up. Alright, I think they pushed on the grass. Yeah. Ooh, that's pretty view. I'm glad they didn't start us in the trees. That has happened before, where they started us up against a tree, and every time we tried to taxi, we'd hit the tree and it'd be a crash. I can't remember how I got out of that, but I do remember that happened. We probably came in on runway 4, right? 40 degrees, that makes sense. So we're going to keep heading that way. I think the highest part of the mountains are done. But we still have some mountain stuff left, I think. I can't remember. Alrighty, let's get this thing going here. We won't have GPS because I did not leave the sim in between legs. But that is fine. We know how to fly without it. It's okay. Alrighty, here we go. Let's get that set up while we read about what's going to happen. Half an hour leg. We'll see how long this takes. Depart Munster Airport and gain altitude as fast as you can. Okay. Up the Rhone Valley. Pass over the village of Ulrichen in the decommissioned airport. That's only a minute away, so maybe I was seeing an airport then. Yeah, look at right in front of us. I was seeing another airport. I'm not crazy. Okay, there we go. Oh dear. 28, 29. So we have to go over mountains because there's no valley network that'll get us here. So we do have to climb. Turn onto the course and follow the mountain road through the steep valley. Gain a visual on Lake Gries, located at the southwest series of switchbacks. Oh, I love Alpine Lake so much. So much. I haven't seen any in real life. I guess Lake Tahoe. That's not Lake Tahoe from the air, but I mean, that's not the same as visiting. Maintain heading and pass just to the north of Fish Lake. And cross into Italy. Oh, passing to the north of Marcone. Gain a visual on Lake Zult, a mountain reservoir identified by the dam at its northeast end. Okay, so some lakes and a dam. Okie dokie. Keep reading here, I guess. Adjust course to the south above the lake and descend into the valley. And this is going to be 30. It's way down here. Okay, hang on. So 30. Then we're landing Z. Delta. I don't know where we're landing. 30. Where's 31? 32, 31, 32. Okay. So we're coming down here, and we're going to descend. And then France, Germany. You can read about that if you want to. My voice is getting tired. So we'll get to the lake, and then as we're crossing the lake, we'll read about what's next. Right, 31, 32, and then we land. Oh, okay. Right there. So instead of taking a shortcut, we will fly all of this. So when we get to the lake, we'll read about what's next. That place. Okay, first set of flaps down. Get this centered again, and we need to make a U-turn. Well, no, we're going to take off from runway 4, so that's fine. Okie dokie. Yeah, we better climb. But right after we climb, we can come down to whatever level this is. So, okay, it's going to be an up and down type thing. No choice either, because there's no valley system to, like, get through it. Let's give ourselves a bunch of runway. I don't think we need it all, but let's give ourselves it 2 anyway. Reefer barometer. Not using autopilot. I mean, not using, what you call it? ATC. We will use autopilot maybe once we come out of this mountain into the valley, which means I'm going to talk a lot again because there's going to be a lot of hand flying. Whoops, let's get the right view here. Going to be a lot of hand flying to get over the mountain. Alright, here we go. Real order weather is still turned off, unfortunately, because of the clouds in the mountains. It said go around the clouds, and you couldn't, so too many clouds. Alrighty, brakes to stop the wheels, flaps coming up, and trim back, and not trim back that much, probably. And look out the window. Oh, that's cool. Very cool. And where's this? Airport. We're supposed to look for. There it is. Under the nose. Alright, cool. Let's see. If we trim this, I can take my hand off the yoke for the most part. Then we're going to climb, climb, climb. So we want to be about Y on the tape. And then, it does not say how high, though, that is. No idea how high that is. Anyway, we're right over there for space, so let's use the outside view super fast. I do not have control of my plane right now. And it's not working. There it goes. There's the base. Very cool. Let's take a picture. Why not? Hop back in the airplane and let's fly and climb the steep valley right here. See, that's what they're talking about. So let's climb over that. Which I guess we're a little excited here. Okie dokie. Power lines run through the trees. Or is that the border? This might be the border into Italy. This might be the Italian border. That line cut out. Because it did say cross into Italy, or is that further down? Nope. Yeah, see, cross into Italy by the lake. Yeah. So that could be the border. Or maybe this is the border with the lines. I don't know. Probably. Man, we're cooking. Feels like we're cooking. Look at that. 7,000 feet. Little town down there. How beautiful would it be to live there? Goodness. I like how there's this nice valley we can climb up, but instead we're like halfway over the mountains instead. Because that's how we do it here, I guess. Could be an easier way, but no, we take the moderately hard way. Alright, which way do you want to go? Left or right? I think it's to the right. No, it's straight. Look. There. So, it's this way. Okay, no problem. We're easily going to make this. There's one of the lakes. That one right there. So that's the Italian border. Right there. Okay. I think I know what I'm talking about. Yeah, there's the dam too, see? Perfect. That's perfect. Low fuel, because I forgot to repair and refuel. That's the right tank. Whoops. There we go, which I meant to use, but it always puts it on the left tank every time you start for some reason. Yeah, we're fine. We definitely have enough to finish this leg on this fuel. I just have to remember to fuel before we take off again. Alrighty, we're going to go around this mountain because we're not high enough to climb, or didn't climb enough to get to that one, which is fine. Man, it feels like we're going faster. Actually, we are going faster, yeah. Because the air is so thin, our ground speed is a lot faster than this. Reminds me of Forza. Hello, big mountain. I'm not scared of you. I probably should be, but I'm not. Alright, let's keep climbing here if we can. How much higher do we need to go, do you think? I brought back mixture just a little bit. And we got a little bit more power. Not that we need it. Well, now we need it because now we're at optimum climb. Yeah, we're barely climbing enough. Those lakes are beautiful. And no scary animals, I think. Maybe. You all know me and my scary animal stuff. Is that another dam? Could be. Alright, looks good out the window, but we gotta look in front of us. We will make it. It's gonna be close. It's probably a little tighter than it should be, but we will be fine. And then we'll go left to look at whatever what 28 was. I can't remember what 28 was. Or 30, I mean. It's a lake or something. I don't know. I gotta pay attention to this. And there we go. We're gonna make it. Then we're gonna look left because that's what we're supposed to look at. Then we're gonna shoot down this valley super quickly and get to that lake. This is fantastic. I was kind of nervous about this bush trip because of all the mountain flying, because I've been doing so much flat land, uneventful flying lately with other bush trips, but this is not difficult. I'm enjoying this very much. Very, very much. Look at all these lakes. So cool. Up in the clouds, but we're above freezing, so we are okay. Alrighty, we can level off now, trim down a little bit so we stop climbing. I was using trim to facilitate the climb. I think we can hop outside with the drone for just a second. Well, we don't control the aircraft this way, but it's fine. So that's what we're supposed to be looking at, is right there. There's snow in the... whoops, we're losing control of our plane. There's snow in the picture, but not here. So there we go. There's a valley. Let's bring back throttles. Whoa, what the heck? Why did it do that? That happened before. In another video, my yoke wouldn't respond at all until I juggled throttles, back and forth. And now, bring the throttle back, it made my trim shoot all the way back. Whatever. Alright, we're going to descend dramatically here while we keep an eye on our speed. I would like to give you sightseeing, but I just don't have time to set up sightseeing shots. There's just so much going on. Which also means a longer video and more talking, but that's okay. We haven't had a full talkie yet. It's usually just a little bit. I'm looking at that down there. Okie dokie. Please keep descending. More. Thank you. So beautiful. Stuff in the background is nice too. Oh, more just rendered in. Man, flight sim visuals have come a long way. Okay, now my plane is doing its own thing. I did not do that. It just suddenly decided to point down and gain a bunch of speed. Oh dear. What the heck? Why did it do that? Whew. Better be careful. We're going to stress the aircraft. And I'll have to go back to the last section. Wow. So much to look at. Look at this. This is fantastic. We have not had a bush trip like this in a really long time. So this is really cool. Also keep in mind, we took off. The airport's at 4,000 feet. And if you look at this, we're at 6,600, and that's way lower than 4,000 feet. So overall, the terrain below us has come down quite a bit too. So that's pretty cool. Alright, gotta watch our speed here. I want to come down more, but in order to come down more steeply, I'd have to slip it. But it doesn't matter, because even when we get to the lake, we have a long time to come down. I just want to get down in this valley. Oh, I wish I would render in faster. Oh, that's ugly. I'm pretty, well, I mean, in real life, maybe there aren't trees there, but it wouldn't look that nasty. Yuck. Well, now it's there, it's filling in a little bit. Alright, looks like we're going to crash through the mountains, but we're not. We have quite a ways, almost 2 nautical miles to that mountain in front of us. We just need to make sure we make our turn here. What are we at? 3,900 feet. Oh, look at that. That little town. That is so cool. That is so cool. How low is this if it's 3,500 feet and we got a ways to go? Interesting. Too bad the rendering can't keep up, but that's okay. Alright, here we go. We can level off now. We don't want to get too low to the ground, because then it's hard to see stuff. I'm just going to trim back until the level's off. I'm not going to use my yoke or anything. I could use my throttle, but then we might overspeed. So let's give it a little bit of throttle. Just a little. There we go. Cool. Alrighty. Nice. I can't believe it was not rendering fast enough. That's a huge bummer. Oh, such a bummer that it won't render fast enough. I also want to look behind us, but I have to keep control of my airplane, so we need the HUD, sorry. That's a different camera view. Okay, here we go. Keep an eye on our speed. We don't want to get too fast. But this is looking good. Alright, here we go. I'm going to try to set up some sightseeing. No, I can't. No, I can't, because I'll crash into stuff. Don't look. That's ugly. Oh my goodness. What the heck? Let's look at that side instead. That looks way better. And there's a little village too. And there's the lake we're supposed to find. And then we turn to the right, go around the lake, and then land like over there somewhere. Behind the mountain, I guess. So behind this we'll land. I'm just trying to get our speed up because, yeah, we're not even halfway done with the leg. I'm at 20 some minutes of flight time, which is okay, but I do have to make dinner. So we don't eat at midnight. That's pretty. Look at that cliff. I told you in the previous video, I think, or 2 videos ago, about my kid falling off the cliff in Colorado. Whew, it was just like that. Oh my goodness. Crazy. Anyway, I'm trying to get my speed up. Not that I'm in a hurry, it's just I don't really have time to lollygag, and why in the world does my trim keep spinning itself back? Not physically on my multi-panel, but in the sim. I don't understand. Anyway, look at that. Still can't keep up with rendering. But that's a beautiful town, I'll say that much. Oh, that's amazing. How about you look at that a second while I fix my trim, because it still wants to climb instead of speed up. Look at that. Of course, there are updrafts and stuff in the mountains. I know all that. We'll be coming around the mountain when we come. We'll be coming around the mountain when we come. We'll be flying a little airplane when we come. We'll be flying a little airplane when we come. Oh, that is really cool. Islands! Those of you regular viewers know about islands. It's an inside thing. Look at the courtyards. It's an inside thing when... Oh, let's not overspeed. Oh boy, we are threatening to overspeed. There we go. I have a thing with islands because I love nature. I love water. I love the forest. I'm scared of animals. I have no reason to be scared of animals. I just am. So I would love to go camping like in the woods, but I'm scared of bears because of ignorance. That's all. Slow down, please. But on an island that's really tiny, if you can tell that there are no animals there and they're not going to come get you, that would be great. So I love islands. That's my thing with islands. Anyway, we're headed... Oh, we're supposed to read about this now. That's right. That's right. We're supposed to read. See, now we're descending. See, this trim, like, just... In this plane, it goes... It'll just, like, switch. Like, I'll have it trimmed perfectly. And then I'll just reset to all the way up or all the way down. And then I'm screwed. So, whatever. I might have to do some autopilot here. Just because it's getting screwing with us. Let's do 3,000 feet. And let's do heading bug, like straight for now. Autopilot, heading bug, vertical speed, 300 feet per minute. Got it. Now all I have to do is worry about my speed. Good grief. That was crazy. I don't know what happened. I had it trimmed and then the trim just reset to point straight down. Something weird about this aircraft. Holy cow, we're having problems rendering. Oh, it's ugly. Anyway, let's go ahead and bug on my multi-panel. A lot of chit-chat in this video, but that's what happens. Okay. Goodness gracious. 31 is it? 32, because it's off. Let's turn to... Alright, fly over the lake. We're already halfway there. Following this eastern shoreline, appreciating the legendary natural beauty that won't render, for crying out loud. We'll do the best we can appreciating it, but whatever. We're going to fly down the lake because I don't want to go above that terrain. What else? Gain a visual of a small bay. Where the shoreline of the lake turns to the south-southwest. Pass over the town of Lugano, located at the head of the bay. So that's... down there. We'll get there eventually, once we snake around. A popular destination for tourists throughout the world. Yep, for me, tourism is going to Wisconsin Dells. That's about all we get. We did go to Mexico in 2021. I don't even care. It was so Americanized and whatever. I don't even want to get into that. Other than that, yeah, I've been to Wisconsin Dells. Alrighty, and then after Laveo, whatever it's called, we're going to turn and look at Lake Valais. Pass to the east of the lake. parallel by hills, so that means we're going over here. So lake on one side, hills on the other, mountains of the Campo dei Fiori de Varese range. Okie dokie. And then we go to the airport, which is right up there. Straight in approach. Simple. Or is it? Now, though, I can give you some sightseeing because I have autopilot going. I just need to watch my speed, which so far is really steady. That's weird how steady that is. Anyway, I'll watch my speed. I'll navigate through this stuff. We're going to go around the mountain when we come in. We're not going to use that instrument. Approach line, we're going to come around the mountain. And there you go. Alright, enough talking from me. Enjoy some sights while I get us to the airport safely. Well, safely enough that I shouldn't get too many complaints. Alright, the runway has been spotted, and there goes trim again. Flipping it all the way nose up. Oh my gosh. I don't know what it is about the trim on... Okay, now it's all the way down. Jeez. The trim on this aircraft is so strange. So anyway, we're going to keep our speed way down if we can. And it's crawling up because we're descending, so let's slip it. Right, rudder, left aileron, slip this thing so that our descent is quickly. Our descent is quick, I mean, look at that, see? Yeah, we're not gaining any speed. If anything, we're losing speed. That is a great speed to deploy flaps once we get down. I guess I didn't realize how high we were above the ground. Look at that building right there. Looks like a 10-story building. Barely see it. I was enjoying the scenery so much, and yeah, I did not make the connection we were this high. I thought we were much lower for some reason. Silly mistake, beginner mistake, but that's okay. We're still slipping. I'm slipping fast too, like 1300, 1200 feet per minute or something. Something like that. And here we go, take out the slip. Whoa. And first set of flaps. And second set of flaps. And my foot is itching as I rest it on the rudder. Oh my goodness. And a full flap. A little bit of throttle here, so we don't just end too quickly. And that'll actually end this video, won't it? This is like 5, yeah. So this video is going to end in a moment. So make sure you're subscribed and notifications turned on so you know the next video goes live or drops. Because the next video will have the final 2 legs and you don't want to miss it. Hit the like button, even especially if you're watching this in the future. So people know that people are still interested, or the algorithm know that people are still interested in this video. So to recommend it to other people. That's how we can grow. So there's the outro, but first we have to land. And a little bit of crosswind, a little bit tailwind crosswind, and we're gonna land just short. No, perfect. Oh, there we go. We're not bouncing. I just have nose up, so it hits gently. There we go. Flaps coming up on the brakes. Consider it was a crosswind. It's kind of good to be firm, so that was a pretty good landing. Alrighty, there we go. Parking brake, turn everything off, and get credit for the leg, I hope. Yes, there we go. Alright, you should already be subscribed, notifications turned on, hit that like button so people know we exist. Play the algorithm game with me next time, watch the final 2 legs with me. I'll see you then.